Did you know Cancer women are a lot more sensitive than you realize? In this video, I'm going to unpack this Cancer zodiac sign, especially the woman. If you know a Cancer woman, please send this video to them. And if you are a Cancer woman, there by the comments, just let me know whether this connects to you. Also, there's a boot camp. Only 10 of you are going to be part of that boot camp, depending on who comes first. So just a heads up. If you want more information at the end of this video, especially if you found it very weirdly crazy relatable, yeah, just email me. So Cancer woman, where do we begin with you guys? Must we start that with the idea that you are a water sign? I'm Pisces. So I know you here out of curiosity, even those who don't even know what we're talking about. But as a fellow water sign, I must tell you that you can't act like you're not as sensitive as you know you are. It's related to how intuitive you are. If you know you're super intuitive, then you know you're also super sensitive, which means that depending on how you grew up, especially under the consequences of having a masculine mother that was very hard and strong and firm, and maybe she didn't show as much love, especially in words of validation. Very important for a Cancer to hear, because they listen and then they remember that shit. And that's how you guys take shit personal and hold on to stuff. But you also get sick when you do this physically, because if you do this, it eats at you, because you're the sensitive one. You can't keep heavy energy. But back to the point, if mom was very masculine, didn't give you words of validation, if father was absent or there's a distance, he was there but not there, and you didn't have anyone to be deep with, most importantly, deep in your affection, deep in your emotion, someone who made you feel safe when you cried, then I can nearly predict that the way you are, as of now, as a fully grown, panty-wearing auntie, madam, young lady, whoever you are, Cancer woman, I can predict that there's a heightened masculine in your energy, day to day. You are not comfortable with asking for help. You struggle to open up, and in your depth, you need to be fed. So in your relationships, you will start hitting plateaus where you realize this is not being fed anymore. The mental is not being fed anymore, because again, little do you know, Cancer women are highly attracted to sapiosexual kind of energies. So these are people who are very deep here, and they don't pretend. They're very much themselves, but they're either well read, they're curious about life, they're passionate about a theme, a topic, and you can go deep into conversation about anything with them, anything to do with, like, what do they call those conspiracy theories, they love that stuff. Cancer women, let's just talk. Let's sit around the fire and let's talk. What did you hear? What did you hear? Let me tell you what I shared, And when you can feed that with a Cancer woman, oh Lord, now we're working on allowing you to feel a lot more safe. A huge theme word that we're going to use in the boot camp when we work. We're going to work on this idea of what safe is, because if a Cancer woman feels safe, not only in herself, in her body, in knowing who she is energetically, then this playfulness, this connection to the child, connection specifically to the boy child, there's something very special about Cancer and boy, a Cancer mom and a boy. I don't know what it is. I've not picked it up with any other star sign, but for you guys, having a son in particular is very special. So much so that I feel that a lot of you can connect to the spirit baby of that child way before the child is, you're pregnant with the child. I feel like even if you lost the child, I feel like you still have a connection to that spirit baby, which is very special. Also why, if certain Cancer women find themselves to be teachers or a teacher in any capacity, but really in general, some of you are most just teachers, you feel like you know better than your mom and your dad, or you take up that leadership role in your relationship sometimes, you feel like you're just a teacher. So the theme of teaching is something very connected, and people are drawn to you, Cancer woman. You were like an enigma, especially when you're yourself. You can adapt like a chameleon. You find different things very fascinating, but there's also a capacity of how much you can take, which is why a lot of you also enjoy being very melancholy, very indoorsy, very come to my house. I don't want to visit. I don't want to leave my comfort zone. You want to be in your comfort zone. And especially if you a bit in your, depression and cancer is like this. Depression and cancer, cancer women start feeling depression 16, 13. And this is that phase where they go very much into themselves and they start diving deep into how deep they are. And sometimes, if they don't have grounding, it can be very overwhelming. It can be an experience that allows them to really get lost here. And again, this is why this grounding is very important. They can be very stubborn. They literally, a cancer woman can know not to do something, and just because they want to have free will, they will choose not to do the thing they know not to do and know the predictable outcome, but just, there's a little bit of an edge about them. So they make me scared a little bit. But yeah, thus far, if this video connected to you, cancer woman, I haven't even spoken about the chocolates and your addiction with chocolates and you specifically eat it at night. Don't you think that's weird that you enjoy it at night and you have a stash? Cancer women can also be a little bit class, they can be hoarders a bit, heavy hoodies, dark clothing, dark curtains, blankets, they're big marshmallows, man. Think Jigglypuff. That's what a cancer woman is. Cancer woman appears like Jigglypuff. Just the flippin' Jigglypuff. And if you can make a cancer woman smile and laugh, you there. You there, man. You there. So if this video related to you, if you connected to it, please let me know. I would love to unpack, this energy. I always have a special affinity for you, cancer women. I really do. I'm a Pisces, man. We can hold counsel. But yeah, we got to get you grounded because this overthinking is affecting your sleeping. And your sleeping is affecting your dream connection, because I haven't even spoken about how deep you can go in your dreams, how gifted you are in your dreams. Your dreams can be like psychedelic trips, for goodness sakes. If you learn how to meditate, but you'd say, Nathaniel, I can't meditate because I can't keep my mind still. And I'll say, well, you don't know how to play. You need to play more. You're too serious. You're too strong. You're too all the time. To enrich yourself in your intuitive gifts and abundance that sit in the sign of zodiac Cancer, you have to surrender a lot more, which is why the karma of being born in these circumstances of strong masculine dominant environments, it's to give you a reference of masculine, but don't get stuck in that identity. It's a consequence. It's not an identity that's related to you. You are water. And I think if you do your natal chart and you check out your, see whether you have like a Cancer stellium, that's when you have 3 placements of the same zodiac sign in your birth chart. If you have this, especially if you have Cancer in your moon as well, oh goodness gracious, man, then this video really connects to you. There underneath, there by the sacrum, it connects to you. So yeah, I look forward to hearing your comments.